nowhere as expansion teams go through the ups and downs of starting their first season. And next thing you know, they started on a winning streak. They're into the playoffs. They roll through the playoffs. They win the whole thing. So, and all of a sudden, you know, Bear the Beast is a household name when it comes around the league. When you see these faces on ESPN and Twitch and YouTube and all over these places that people are following the league, that's what gets you excited about really bringing these stories to life.
What's the word on the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. Taking a look at the Rockets, an ugly showing for them to start the series as they were beaten handily. Still, it's just one game, and they look to return to form here in Game 2. And you look at Kevin Love, got the ring playing with LeBron.
Well, son, and we've got, well, great attitude. His work inside, a big part of the DA. Thanks. Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Harper. Rudy Gobert is out there with Embiid. Then it's Pippen, and it's Baylor in at the 3 spot. And for the Rockets, Mitchell is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Irving, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Mutombo in at the center position. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And here's Pippen. The kick out to Harper. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 17. The Rockets pull it in. They come into this one following a really disappointing game on Friday.
Bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Offensive rebound. Gobert dishes to Embiid. The putback, and there's Gobert putting it right back in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Now here's Irving. First quarter, just over a minute played. Good work defensively by Baylor. Mitchell against Pippen. He's off on that one. Good D by Mitchell.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, Westbrook.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Now here's Embiid. Shoots over Adams. Embiid, no good.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Irving finds Westbrook to the middle. It's intercepted. Harper with the ball. Westbrook picks him up with the fadeaway. The shot by Baylor, no good. Rockets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Westbrook, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Harper, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
against Westbrook. The Rockets with another miss.
Oh, just incredible. That spin shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
Tries to save it, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Russell Westbrook, number 1. Kyrie Irving, 3rd.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
Westbrook passes to Irving. Westbrook against Harper. Westbrook can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 3. Outside Harper. Passes it to Embiid. Over Westbrook. Off the left rim and out. Now the Rockets with it. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Mutombo and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Embiid.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Houston with a big group substitution here. Allen's checked in for Adams. Hachimura comes in for Irving. Harris is checked in for Mitchell. And it's White in for Russell Westbrook. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Gobert. Love comes in for Embiid. Oladipo, he's checked in for Pippen. And Irving subbed in for Ron Harper. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the shot goes down.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Oladipo against Harris. Pass to Hachimura. Allen outside. White against Irving. Just 4 to shoot. Another miss by Houston.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Rockets lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little bit hard to like express myself. Obviously, I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Shooting 2.
Mutombo is out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Harris. Then there's Derek White. And it's Hachimura in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for White.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Irving against White. The baseline J. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving.
I mean, the airtight handle of Irving, just leaving defenders in his dust.
Back to White. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Baylor. And Los Angeles guys shooting at disastrous. 25% from the field so far. That one good for 2.
You know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Now here's White. Allen surveying the D. Harris outside. Over Oladipo. Harris misses. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Inside. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Here's White. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Oladipo outside. This is to Irving. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
Boy, the shot blocking instincts of Mutombo, superb. Timing, exquisite.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Mutombo. Irving comes in for Hachimura. Mitchell, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And it's Russell Westbrook in for White. And then for Los Angeles, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Gasol. Joel Embiid comes in for Kevin Love. And Pippen subbed in for Baylor. And the shot goes in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Yeah, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer. We've got 1:55 left now here in the second. Westbrook against Pippen. Adams, the bounce pass. Here's Irving. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now, here is Irving. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Gobert, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Houston. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And he makes the first. Second free throw, no good. Rockets trail by 6. Westbrook up top. He's covered by Irving. Allen kicks to Westbrook. The Rockets have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Adams, no good on that one. .56 seconds left in the first half. Clock is at 3. Here's Irving. Another miss by Houston.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
Now, here is Irving. 8 points for him.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. Harper, he's checked in for the Clippers. He's perfect from the line this time.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with the spark to get the offense going.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. For 3, Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team. Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Let's keep feeding. Let him eat.
On the wing, Mitchell. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And a deep three from Irving. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, we hope you've enjoyed the first half. I'm Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Well, for the Clippers, they followed up their win in Game 1 with a solid performance here in the first half tonight. If they can hold on and win this game, they could go into Game 3 with very little pressure on themselves. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Uncle Drew is putting on a scoring clinic. Love his instincts on the offensive end, making the right play time after time.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
The lack of assists concerns me. If you don't share the basketball, you will not succeed. The coaches have to demand it of their players. The players have to demand it of each other. The only way they're going to come back in this game is as a team.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinal. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, Baylor is out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Pippen, and it's Harper. And now here's Westbrook. Clock at 4, launches it. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 7 on the bucket for Mitchell.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Mitchell against Harper. Back to Pippen. A 3-ball. Can't hit that one. Good D by Irving. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. He tries for 3. The Rockets with a new 14. Mutombo misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And Scottie Pippen so good at surveying the floor. Like seeing him find the open man with those sweet dishes.
On the wing, Mitchell. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Yep, it counts.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Pippen against Irving. Outside Baylor. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Mitchell against Pippen. And the rejection by Pippen.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
Westbrook against Baylor. 1:36 left in the third. Right side, Pippen. Here's the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Pippen's got 5 now.
Scottie Pippen, a dependable shooter from here now. Like how he gets his feet set first. That's fundamental, but he's central.
Nobody near Irving. Buries the 20-footer.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
changes. Jared Allen's checked in for Mutombo. Hachimura comes in for Irving. And Harris subbed in for Mitchell. The Clippers also making some changes. Love's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Victor Oladipo comes in for Scottie Pippen. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Harper. Now here's Embiid. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
Goes up from the top of the key. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Whitey's checked in for Houston. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Marc Gasol is checked in for Joel Embiid. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Irving kicks to Oladipo. Back to Irving. Baylor passes to Gasol. Plays it up and banks it in. Gasol's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
Baylor drives in, and Baylor throws it down.
An explosive athlete, the precursor to the high flyers, prone to the spectacular. Baylor with a strong move.
Here's Allen. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. You've got Hachimura. Russell Westbrook out there with Harris. Then there's Allen. And it's Adams in at the power forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Drills it from outside.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Gobert. Outside Baylor. And it's sent back by Allen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And another 3 for Houston.
You can tell Gary Harris is thinking of firing that shot even as the pass is coming his way.
Here's Irving. The shot that time not on target. Adams, some nice D. Rockets trail by 6. Westbrook surveying the D. And the 3 off target.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Irving against Westbrook. Irving passes to Gobert. Kicks it out to Baylor. Irving against Westbrook. Fires for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
And Greg, I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Houston making some changes. Tumbo is checked in for Jared Allen. Irving comes in for Hachimura. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Gary Harris. And then for Los Angeles, Embiid comes in for Kevin Love. Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Victor Oladipo. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to find out what Los Angeles' coach was going over with his guys. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfect. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Here's Irving following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Irving's shot is good. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And guys, once Irving finds that groove, it's really just fun to watch him go to work. Just no fear, will take any shot out there on the floor.
Now here's Westbrook. Adams trying to free himself up. Irving against Baylor. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference. A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Here's Irving, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
Westbrook against Irving. Westbrook, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Gobert, out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 8. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket for Mitchell.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On offense, here are the Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead early. Baylor passes to Pippen. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and Embiid gets it to go.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 7. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Here's Garland. Long range from the inbound. Crab pulls it in. Now the dish to Harper. And that's going to do it for this series. They'll move on And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
David, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals.
Something to believe in. I need something that can keep me